everybody? It's your boy Bryce with the Real Squad. Back at it again. Got my man Al here, and we are here to talk about The Flash, the trailer, but more so like a discussion real quick on how we feel and our predictions of what might happen in the movie. And of course, the controversy surrounding Mr. Ezra Miller. Because I don't think anybody is really worried about him as far as going into the movie. You may not know, but this guy is kind of a menace to society in real life. He done got kicked out of Hawaii. He over here starting coats, grooming people. I don't know. I done seen the headlines, but I didn't really delve into it like that. I know you probably for sure heard about it too.
Yeah, I heard some crazy things, man. I heard bro was like threatening people with machetes and.
Oh yeah, he done went to people's houses and stealing alcohol. That was like one of the big ones actually that he for sure got charged with. But
yeah,
ever since that happened, I know this movie is like 4 years old damn near, and they've been pretty much on like a campaign on trying to like. Apparently the movie is so good they refuse to get rid of it. James Gunn and Peter Safran, both the new owners of DC, they came in and was like, no more DCU. It's just the DC. No more DCEU. It's just the DCU. And they scrapped hella shit. Like pretty much everything was scrapped except The Flash. And everybody was like, "What?"
That tell you a lot,
dude.
And the trailer was awesome. So I'm so glad they didn't scrap it. I was scared. I'm like, bro, when I was hearing what he was doing, I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, they gonna for sure get rid of him or like swap him out or just get rid of the movie. I mean, Batgirl didn't do nothing wrong and she got canned.
I know, exactly.
But apparently that movie was super trash. But all the execs, James Gunn himself has come out and said that this is the best DC movie and he's most excited to see it. He loves this movie and he didn't say that about Guardians. So that's a big note right there. And so going in to like the production, I don't think Ezra Miller did any press releases, or he's not doing any like. I know the time hasn't really come for that. It's gonna be real soon, like doing those Jimmy Kimmels and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's been super quiet as far as even with the poster, you can't really see his face. He's like you see the back of him.
You see kind of like the one I seen. You see like the back, the cape. Kind of draped over the camera angle, then he kind of like way far in the back, which makes sense. Like, you know, I don't think you want to stick him out there in the media too much so far because I mean, you know what I'm saying, you know them hardball questions coming if he get on Jimmy Kimmel.
And I don't think DC is gonna allow Jimmy Kimmel to ask those questions. I honestly don't. If they even let him go out, I can see Michael Keaton doing
most of the press.
And that's what's going to bring me to my next point. Michael Keaton is Batman, bruh. When he said, "I'm Batman" in this trailer, I fucking lost it. I'm not going to lie to you. He pretty much stole the show.
That's Batman.
Oh, my God. They got him doing acrobatics and slamming people up. This is like a 67.
He can fly with the cape. He got the glider cape,
oh
too.
My God.
Where he kind of like, you know, like in the game where you could kind of like glide a little bit with it.
So this is, for me, 89 Batman was definitely my Batman. Michael Keaton was my first live action Batman. I mean, the animated series, you already know what time it is with that. But when it comes to that live action
Michael Keaton was
Batman and Batman Returns. I remember popping those VHSs in all the time. And to go back to this world where he still has been Batman this entire time with new bat suits that they show in the TV spot, like
they gave you a lot, and it was the first trailer too.
This is the first trailer,
so
bro.
I mean,
no, this is the second trailer. This is this trailer too. Yeah, this trailer too. Because the first trailer you don't get to see his face. You just see him walk up. You see the back.
Oh yeah, I do
stuff,
remember that.
You feel me? He don't really say nothing. He just kind of talking in the beginning.
I do remember that one.
Yeah,
but this trailer was.
They're gonna have another one. You know they're gonna have another one. It's like. What, 3-4 months out?
Yeah, I know. So I hopefully they only have one more because I really usually don't like to see too much.
I'm not watching the third trailer. I seen enough, bro.
See, and that's the thing about me. I have to watch it. I have to, bro. Like I got to.
I refuse. I seen too much, bro.
I can't. Like if I see it, like, cause I didn't even know this trailer's coming. I'm watching the Super Bowl like everybody else, and one of my other homies, he was talking to me, and then I was just like. And then I seen like I can't remember what it first was. I think it was Ezra. He was on the screen, and I was just like, bro, hold on, bro. Like whatever you was talking about, you gonna have second. You gonna have to wait, bro.
Facts. Oh man,
it was crazy, bro. I was like, bruh.
It literally shut down, as far as movies go, it killed every single trailer that dropped that day. I know they dropped the Guardians trailer and a Mandalorian trailer maybe later on that day. But, and the Super Mario Brothers little clip.
That was
fun. It was fun.
Cool. Yeah, that
was
cool.
Come on, bro. Batman. Then you got Supergirl and you have Zod back. Now, let me just get this out. This is the last point that we're going to talk about here. The type of movie we're about to get. We're obviously getting a version of the Flashpoint movie. Or the Flashpoint comics. And they have an animated movie as well. But usually what goes on in this, when Flash goes back to save his mom, Bruce Wayne is the one that was shot in the alley, and his dad, Thomas Wayne, becomes Batman. And Thomas Wayne is the one that help the Flash get his powers back, because when he makes the jump to the next timeline, he somehow loses his powers, and so he works together with Batman, and there's Aquaman fighting a Wonder Woman type of thing. It's like a whole crazy another world, but he just there for his mom. So and Superman is there, but this Superman landed like in Washington D.C. and the government immediately took him, put him underground. So he's super skinny. He's not strong at all. He like a wimp basically.
They got him in that red.
The red sun.
Red sun.
He
looked ridiculous.
Yeah, she looked so skinny and scrawny. I actually have him. He's right there. The skinny Superman.
Oh yeah, I see.
But they're doing that, but with Supergirl instead.
Yeah.
And so I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Sasha something. I don't know her last name.
Yeah.
But she was pretty goddamn impressive.
Sasha Calle, I think.
Calle or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
She looked pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
And she going against Zod. They brought Zod back, bruh.
Yeah.
These out, Man of Steel. So we are still playing with Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's why I love it. And obviously we got Ben Affleck as Batman. He got a few scenes in there as Batman too. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be in the beginning of the movie. But I mean, from what people have been saying, what the execs been saying, obviously what James Gunn has said, and we finally being able to see the official trailer, I'm legit blown away. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be $1 billion movie. Michael Keaton is back, bro.
The trailer alone is worth the price of admission. I'm already seeing it,
Michael Keaton was worth the price. I'm like, they got my ticket off that, and
they got me.
They're letting him go all out. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
I am Batman.
I feel like he's Batman. Like, a couple of Batmans, I didn't feel like, well, we just gonna keep it real. You already know who I'm talking about.
What?
Who wasn't Batman?
Who wasn't?
Yeah, in the film.
What? Wait, hold on. What you tell me? I'm over here. I'm over here still in La La Land. My bad.
His brother name, I can't even remember his name from Batman.
Oh, you talking about not Val Kilmer? You talking about
I can't even remember bro's name, bro. And he's a big actor.
George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney, bro. He was not Batman.
He was a terrible version of the character. Him, Joe Schumacher, and what George Clooney did to Batman. And funny enough, if you see George Clooney in real life and you say anything about Batman, the first thing he's gonna do is apologize to you. This terrible. Is known. This is not a known fact. He's gonna say sorry for what he did to Batman.
It was terrible. But Michael Keaton, when he said I'm Batman, that's how you introduce yourself as Batman, bro.
But like the way, see how you say like he know what time it is. Like you see how the other Flash just passed out. That would have been me. Yeah. I would have passed out easily. Oh my God.
That's like seeing, like, if you like sports, that's like seeing like Michael Jordan or something like that.
Exactly.
If you like hockey, like that's like seeing Wayne Gretzky or something like that.
Hey, it's the man. It's the GOAT himself. It's the one that started in this Batman. He killed motherfuckers, bro. He got guns.
And like in the trailer, he said he created a world where there's no more metahumans. So I'm thinking that's how Zod ended up taking over, and also because Supergirl is locked up, so Zod ended up taking over, right? But just peep how even in that world, and that might be how he loses his power too, because it's just no more metahumans.
You think he's gonna run to more than one universe or just one? Because now I'm honestly thinking that he might run to two of them. Because this,
I mean, I think in the trailer he said he want to stay. I think
he want to stay in one.
Yeah, I think he's gonna run into a couple, but I think he's gonna find the one where his mom's still alive, and that's the one that where the movie's gonna kind of take place. But like I was saying though, like you see that Batman is alive in every universe. Yeah. There's always a Batman.
Period, man. You
like
gotta have Batman.
Even the universe with no superhumans.
He's like the foundation of the superheroes in DC. Right. So you gotta have a Batman to have to bring everybody else together. And that it looks like we don't. Well, James Gunn came out and said that he's gonna introduce a new Batman, like a new Superman too, and Michael Keaton. He won't be the main one, but he's obviously gonna be somewhat in it. And there's like still talks of maybe a Batman Beyond eventually or something like that, and possibly bringing him back for something like that. But not right now, but maybe a little bit further until we get the other, our next Batman, our next Superman.
We need that Batman Beyond for sure.
Oh yeah, off top. Need that sure. Once I see Batman Beyond, I can die.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to see that one.
I'll be done.
For sure.
Batman Beyond and Static Shock. Yeah, I want to see that happen in live action
too.
Yeah.
For sure.
But last two questions. Do you think they'll keep Ezra Miller at the end of this, and do you think somebody will die at the end of this?
That's good questions. I don't think they're gonna keep Ezra. I think he's caused a lot of trouble, and there's gonna be a lot of because these days they trying to make everybody happy. Like everybody has to be happy. That's why and it's whatever you believe in is fine. That's why he goes with he has his pronouns, and they try to make everybody happy. So I don't think Ezra Miller is coming back. I actually think he might even be the one that dies in the movie. They might have rewrote that into the movie just because of his real IRL shenanigans. You feel me? Because it's just it's too much, bro. But do I think anybody else is gonna die? Nah. I mean, maybe because it's two of them in the trailer, so maybe one of them might die. Maybe his mom might die.
Yeah, in the animated movie, I think he had to let her die in order to for everything else to be cool. He couldn't really change that.
Right.
I am more on the side of them probably keeping Ezra Miller because of them announcing that he's been apologizing and he's sorry, and they're going so hard on telling us that he's sorry. And like I said, apparently this movie is fucking gold. So I mean, if it is as good as it says, I honestly don't care. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love the Flash, I love Batman, I love DC obviously, but at this point it's the character, not the actor. But Michael Keaton, that's a different story. I am biased with that because Michael Keaton is our Batman in this. I'm hella into it. But I mean, a recast of Flash, the fact that he can go to different universes and possibly look different, I would be cool if they were to pick a new person to play the Flash other than Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I mean, with Justice League, the theatrical version, I wasn't on board with Ezra Miller, but
a lot of people wasn't.
But Zack Snyder's I was like,
he made it a lot. He made it a lot more palatable. If that makes sense.
I can see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like he said, I wouldn't be mad if they recasted it, or just redid the whole thing. But we'll see how it goes after the movie.
All right. I guess my final thoughts. I'm definitely ready for this. I'm gonna assume. Because I have we're doing a new movie type of tier thing, and I'm going to try to guess what the movie is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and say this might be The Real Deal Dopeness. Now, The Real Deal Dopeness is 10 out of 10, perfect movie. And I'm thinking that, and I'm literally, pushing Ezra Miller to the back of my mind. I'm not looking at the character, I'm looking at the actor. So
that means Real Deal, that means the acting was great.
Everything.
The cinematography was great.
Everything.
The score was great.
Everything.
Just everything was great.
There's no flaws, bro. Flawless,
okay.
Bro. Flawless victory, bro. the Matrix type film. So
that's tough.
I'm excited, and I want it to be that. Even if it's close to that, I'll be happy. So
yeah,
make sure you. Oh, go ahead.
My final thoughts are that, man, I'm a sports fan. You know what I'm saying? So when I was watching the Super Bowl, anything that's good, because I was barely watching the commercials because they were trash this year.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that I felt when I seen that trailer, in my heart of hearts, I think it's gonna be very, very good. I'm hoping for a 10, But realistically, I'm gonna say maybe 8, 9. You know what I mean? Just to give it some leeway, just in case it's not.
Smart man.
Yeah. And as far as Ezra Miller, my last thoughts on that is, man, get it together, bro. You fumble in the bag, bro.
Oh, he been fumbling that bag so long,
bro.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
These guys with this money be acting up, but
man, bro.
That's been the Real Squad discussion. We just wanted to, talk about it briefly. I know a million people done dropped breakdowns and trailer reactions. We obviously done watched it like 100 times, but we just wanted to try to keep it short and sweet. I know this is probably a little long, but thank you for sticking with us. If y'all are new here, make sure y'all hit that like and that sub, man. We're trying to grow the channel, man. We're trying to get to 500 before the year is over. I think we like at 160 something right now. So, like I said, we appreciate the love. The channel is constantly growing. We're working on some more animations coming y'all way. And like I said, man, hit that like and that sub, man. It's been real with the Real Squad.
It's been real, man.
And we
hit
out.
that like.